Hello students. So today let us start with the next exercise of this chapter, right? In the first exercise we had solved with the questions of direct variation. In this we will be dealing with the questions of inverse or indirect variation. As in the last video I had told, what is indirect variation? Indirect variation will be when increasing one of the quantity, the other is decreasing, right? How can we take an example of this? See, suppose we take that I have assigned a work to 5 laborers, right? 5 laborers are completing that work in how many days? 10 days suppose. Now I am increasing the number of laborers. One quantity I am increasing to 10. So now in how many days will the work completed? If number of workers are increasing, the number of days will decrease. The speed of the work will increase. काम जल्दी होगा अगर हम number of workers बढ़ा रहे हैं तो, right? तो number of days will obviously decrease. One is increasing, one is decreasing. Both are in inverse proportion, right? So how to solve such kinds of question? We will start with the first and second are objective questions. Third question, the questions you are going to solve same as you were solving for exercise 7.1, right? You will make the tables and you will solve. It becomes easy when we are making the tables and we are solving, okay? So see the third question. 10 laborers finish a task in 2 days. How many days will 2 laborers take to finish? Now how can we come to know that the question is of direct variation or indirect variation? See here, 10 laborers, right? 10 laborers finishing in 2 days. Number of laborers is decrease. Number of laborers is decreased, so number of days will increase or decrease? The number of days will definitely increase, right? Because the number of laborers are decreasing, the number of helping hands are decreasing. So let us see how we are going to solve this, right? See. So see, we will make 2 columns. First will be number of laborers and second is number of days, right? So see, number of laborers is 10 and they are completing work in 2 days. If number of laborers is 2, we need to find the number of days. Now in direct variation, what were we doing? x1 upon y1 equals to x2 upon y2, right? We were doing this, but in indirect variation where one is increasing and other is decreasing, what we will do? x1 y1, this both will be multiplied with this both, right? x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. Just this formula you need to pay attention, whether and it depends whether the question is in direct variation or indirect variation. Rest all the solution part is same. See, now you'll put the values of x1 that is 10, y1 that is 2, right? And x2 that is 2, y2 value you need to find. This 2 will go and divide it here. This 2 gets cancelled. y2 is 10 days. So 2 laborers can finish the work in how many days? 10 days. Is it clear? So like this you are going to solve the question, third question, right? Now let us move on to the next question. 45 laborers finished the work in 27 days. How many laborers will complete the same work in 15 days? See, from 45 to 15 the laborers are decreasing. Here we have 2 quantity, laborers and days. When we are decreasing, 15 days it is asked, right? So for 27 days and 15 days the number of days is decreasing. So we will increase the number of laborers. The number of days is decreasing, means the work has to be finished faster. And to finish the work faster, what we have to do? We have to increase the number of laborers, assign more laborers, assign the work to more laborers, राइट. अगर हमको काम कम दिन में 27 डेज से 15 डेज में अगर हमें कोई काम कराना है तो हमें क्या करना होगा, हमें 45 लेबर्स में से लेबर्स के नंबर इंक्रीज़ करने पड़ेंगे. डेज कम हो रहे हैं तो लेबर्स के नंबर इंक्रीज़ हो रहे हैं, मीन्स इट इज़ इनडायरेक्ट वेरिएशन. अगेन टेबल वी विल मेक number of laborers and days, right? 45 laborers are finishing the work in 27 days. So how many laborers will be finishing it in 15 days? Again x1 into y1 equals to x2 into y2, right? So 45 into 27 equals to x2 into 15. So value of x2 is 15 will go and divide here. Right, we can cancel 15 ones are 15 threes are 7 threes are 21, 1 and 2 carry, 3 twos are 6, 7 and 1 and 2 carry, 3 twos are 6, 7 and 8. 81 is the answer, right? So 81 laborers can finish the work in 15 days. Is it clear? Right, now moving on to the next question. A bus takes 6 hours to cover a distance with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, right? So two terms will be dealing, it is time in hours, right? Time in hours and speed in kilometer per hour, speed in kilometer per hour, right? So time 6 hours it is reaching 330 with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, right? So what distance will it cover in 4 hours? So again we will put the formula of x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. We will put the values, x1 is 30, y1 is 6 and x2 is, we need to find the value of x2 and y2 given is 4, right? So what will be our answer? 4 will be dividing it here. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are and 2 15s are, right? So 15 into 3 is 45. So the answer is 45 kilometers per hour. If the distance has to be traveled in 4 hours, we need to move with the speed, the car needs to move with the speed of how much? 45 kilometers per hour. Okay. Next question. 40 horses eat 1 quintal of grains in 7 days. 40 horses are eating it in 7 days. How many horses will eat the same quantity of grain in 28 days? See now, 1 quintal they are eating in 7 days. Since now we need to increase the number of days, right? We need to increase so that the grains go for a longer time, right? So what we'll have to do, we'll have to reduce the number of horses. Again inverse variation. So number of horses and number of days are the two columns which you will make. Number of horses, for 40 horses it was lasting for 7 days. Now for how many horses the food will last for 28 days. So x1 y1 equals to x2 y2, again same, we'll put the values, cross multiply, 7 1s are 7 4s are 4 1s are 4 10s are. So for if we need to last the food for 20 days, sorry 28 days, what we need to do, we need to decrease the number of horses to 10 horses, right? 10 horses will eat that grass in 28 days, right? Now moving on to the next question, 7th question is your homework. All the questions are similar, just you need to, if the steps are clear, if the basic is clear, you can easily solve the questions. Okay, a military camp has 25 days food for 700 soldiers. 700 soldiers के लिए food 25 days चलेगा, इतना एक military camp में food है. Due to the arrival of some more soldiers, the food finishes in 20 days. Firstly, the number of soldiers were 700. अब कितने हो गए? 700 में कुछ soldiers add हो गए हैं, राइट। सो इतने सोल्जर्स के लिए फूड कितना चल रहा है, 20 डेज। 700 सोल्जर्स के लिए चल रहा था 25 डेज, राइट। सी 700 सोल्जर्स के लिए नंबर ऑफ सोल्जर्स 700 सोल्जर्स के लिए फूड 25 डेज चला, एंड वी नीड टू फाइंड कि कितने सोल्जर्स के लिए फूड 20 डेज चलेगा, राइट। सो वी कैन फाइंड द नंबर ऑफ टोटल नंबर ऑफ सोल्जर्स हियर. How can we find x1 y1 equals to x2 y2? So value of x2 here it is, see this can get cancelled, 2 1s are 2, 30, 5s are 70, 35 into 40 25, we can multiply and 875 is the answer. So now there are total now 875 soldiers, but we need to find that how many soldiers are added, right. So we will subtract 700 soldiers, the previous soldiers, from the total new soldiers, so that we can find the newly arrived soldiers, right. जो जितने soldiers के नंबर इंक्रीज हुए हैं, अगर आपको वो फाइंड करना है तो क्या करेंगे आप, जो टोटल नंबर ऑफ सोल्जर्स निकला है जिसके लिए फूड 20 डेज चल रहा है, राइट, उसमें से हम पुराने जितने सोल्जर्स थे उनको माइनस कर देंगे, तो न्यू जितने सोल्जर्स आए वो हमें पता लग जाएगा. सो 875 माइनस 700 इट इज़ 175. So how many 175 new soldiers have arrived? This was the solution. Okay, now moving on to the 9th question. A man completes a book in 15 days by reading 8 pages per day. राइट 15 डेज में बुक कंप्लीट कर रहा है. अगर वो 8 पेजेस पढ़ रहा है, अगर उसने 12 पेजेस पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर दिया तो बुक कितने दिन में कंप्लीट होगा, राइट. हाउ कैन वी फाइंड x1 y1 x2 y2, x1 into y1 equals to x2 into y2, and you can just multiply and solve. Okay, so 9th question also is your homework. I am not solving 9th question. Moving on to the 10th one. A military camp has 21 days of ration for 105 soldiers. 42 more soldiers have arrived. See, this question, both the questions are same, right? There also for the new after arrival of new soldiers, the food was lasting for smaller number of days. Here number of extra soldiers is given. How many soldiers are more added? 42. So what is the new number of soldiers now? New number of soldiers is, see here, number of soldiers first it is 105. Now 42 more are added. So number of new soldiers, how much it is? 5 and 2 7, 4 and 1. So how many soldiers are there? Total 147. So now 147 soldiers, you need to find how many days the ration will last. So again x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. We can find the value of y2. We'll see the cancellation part in which most of you have the doubt. 7 3s are 21, 7 2s are 14, 7 1s are 7, 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21, 7 1s are 7, 7 1s are 7, 3 carried, 7 5s are 35. The answer is 15 days. So for 147 soldiers, how many days the food will lie? For 15 days. Okay. Eleventh question. Which are the inverse variation in the following? Number of books bought and the cost of each book. Will it be inverse variation? अगर number of books increase हो रही है तो cost भी increase होगा. So it is direct variation and not inverse variation, right? Moving on to the next, second part. Distance travelled by the bus and the cost of petrol consumed. Distance जितना ज़्यादा travel होगा, cost of petrol भी उतना ज़्यादा होगा. So this is also direct variation. You'll be writing full direct variation. I am writing it in short form. Okay, the answer will be fully, you will write direct variation. Okay, or you can write not in inverse variation. The question is asked which of the ones are in inverse variation, right? For here also you will write not in inverse variation or not in indirect variation, right? Because they are not in indirect variation. Next, here also it is not in indirect variation. Here also you are going to write not in indirect variation. Time taken by a cycle to cover a fixed distance with its speed. See now, time taken, if the speed will be increased, the time will be less, time taken will be less, right? So this is, yes, you can write yes, inverse variation or inverse variation directly, right? So third one is inverse variation, right? I'll take this, that they are in inverse variation. You are going to write it not in direct variation for second, and they are in inverse variation for third. The number of men employed to make a bridge and the time taken. If I'll increase the number of men, the time will be reduced, right? So they are, this is also, you will write here, they are in inverse variation. Number of students and the weight of sweets distributed. Among them, if 40 kg of sweets are to be distributed, up see, 40 kg of sweet has to be distributed, right? If the number of students will be more, than quantity of sweets each one is getting will be less, right? So this is also in inverse variation, right? Wages and hour of work. Wages means salary, you can say, and hours of work. If the hours of work is more, wages will be more. So this is not in inverse variation, right? Not in inverse variation. Number of objects and their total price. This is also not in inverse variation. Why? Because if the object is increasing, number of object is increasing, the price will definitely increase, right? So 12th question is again homework. 13th, 3 questions I have given homework. All are same like the questions we have solved. The different ones were soldier question and military camp question, that both the questions I have solved. Moving on to the last question. A tap takes 1 hour in filling 640 liters. Then a water tank is filled in 10 hours. If the same tank was filled by another tap in 8 hours, how many liters will be filled in 1 hour? Right? So 640 liters is filled in 10 hours. So how many liters will be filled in 8 hours? x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. x2 will be 640 into 10 upon 8 will come and divide here. 8 ones are 8, 8 8s are 64, 0. 80 into 10 is 800. So 800 liters will be filled in 1 hour if the tap is opened for 8 hours a day. Okay. So this was the exercise. Last question of the exercise. With this we also finish the chapter 7. You'll complete your copies and do the homeworks regularly. Okay.